All right, grocery list done. Phone, keys, sunnies, of course, fragrance. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just actually about to head out the door. I just finished my grocery list. Yeah, I gotta get Brutus some dog food, and I gotta get me some food. What? Do I have time to talk about some fragrances? Of course I do. For you guys, I always have time. And you know what? I got a great episode I've been working on. Casual fragrances. Everyday kind of fragrances. Stay tuned. Let's talk about fragrances that take the thinking out of stinking. Cue that intro. What's going on, fragrance family, and welcome back to another episode of My Two Cents. My name is Brian, and this is the show about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance. Then that's right, becoming a lasting scent memory. Ha! You didn't think I was going to do it. Of course, I'm always going to do it. Becoming a lasting scent memory is important. Even if you're just going out doing random things like grocery shopping, going to the library. Though I couldn't tell you the last time I went to a library. If that's your thing, then yeah, you definitely need to smell great. You never know who you're gonna run into. If you're single, you might just run into Miss Right, the love of your life. Maybe, or maybe Miss Right now. I'm not condoning that, but I don't know where you're at in your personal life. You never know, you could run into a new friend, a new best friend, or somebody who just enjoys fragrances and enjoys that you smell great. Conversations are always a great way to meet new people, and smelling great and getting compliments and attention is also a great way of meeting people. Today, we're going to be going over 10 fragrances that are my go-tos, that are just great for casual wear, everyday use, white t-shirt fragrances, if you will. And since it's summertime, these are all great for the heat. And real quick, man, for all y'all who are up north, you guys are getting pummeled with hot weather. And my heart goes out to you, man. Y'all stay cool, seriously. It's really sticking hot out there. It's really hot here, but I've seen the forecast. I've seen the weather up there. Man, 90s, 100s, jeez, man. It was 90 degrees here in good old Tennessee, and humid as all get out, man. I mean, I was sweating nuts today. It was terrible. So guys, please stay cool, stay safe. Before we get on all these fragrances, what are your dumb reach fragrances? What are your fragrances that you just spray on just to maybe just go run errands? You know, go pay the gas bill, the electric bill, though I know everybody does that online, or maybe just going grocery shopping. Let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's get into these casual, easy to reach for everyday kind of fragrances. In today's Whiffs and Sniffs. None of these fragrances are in a particular order. These are just 10 of the fragrances that I tend to just reach for, just grab for, just without even thinking. There's gonna be some niche thrown in here, there's gonna be some cheapies and some designers. So the first one comes from Hugo Boss, and it's Energize. So this is a quite energizing fragrance. I got this for like $16.99, 75 ml at a local rack store. Is it the longest lasting fragrance? No, but it's got this really cool kumquat note in it, and then it's got some mint to keep you staying fresh and energized as you're running around the town getting things done. And then I like the teak wood in it, which you don't really hear teak wood a whole lot in fragrances. And fun fact, that's what all my shelves are made out of. It's bright citrusy and minty up top. It has some pretty nice aromatics in it. It is synthetic, but for a dumb reach fragrance, for just a going out casual fragrance, that you don't need something that's going to be hyper natural. What you need is just something that's going to make you smell good, still get your attention, and might start up some great conversation. Hugo Energize, though, is not a very long-lasting fragrance whatsoever. I get about 4 hours of longevity out of it. It's not a huge sillage or projector, but for the first 30 minutes to an hour, it's got a decent sillage, probably about 2 feet. Give or take. If you're looking for something that's cheap and easy and takes the thinking out of stinking, check out Hugo Energize. Next up comes from the House of Mancera, and it's Cedrat Blase. So the word on the street is Cedrat Blase smells like Aventus, and it's got some characteristics of Aventus. Now it's got a lot of fruitiness, lots of beautiful sweet fruitiness up top. And that's one thing that I love about this. It doesn't, to me, it's not Aventus. Yeah, it's got some pineapple characteristics. It has oak moss in it. But just because every fragrance that has pineapple in it, it doesn't mean it's Aventus. Whether they were trying to imitate or were inspired by Aventus, who knows? But yeah, it does have some Aventus qualities to it. But for me, this is a beast. This thing will last all day. So this isn't just a, hey, I'm gonna go run errands kind of fragrance. This is a dumb reach for your scent of the day, every day. This can work in any season. I love wearing it in the high heat because, man, that fruity citrus just pops off my skin. It's got a nice vanilla to it, so it's got some nice sweetness. And man, let me tell you what, this has sparked some great conversations because people have come up to me and be like, man, you smell amazing. I'm like, well, thank you. And then I tell them what the name is and they're like, what? I don't even know what you just said. Mancera is a niche brand and it's a very affordable niche brand, especially when you can find it at discounters. So definitely check out Cedrat Blase. Next is Chrome Pure. What I really like about Chrome Pure is the nice citrus up top and then the watery notes. So it's nice and aquatic. It's got this coconutty vibe to it. Even though coconut's not in the note breakdown, it kind of leans a little coconutty to me. But it might be coming from the Acqua wood in it and the tonka. Not 100% sure. It's got this nice mate greenness to it that just has this kind of cooling yet warming effect all at the same time. So this is getting even harder to find at discounters, but you can go to Walmart or even Walmart's website. They sell it for 30 bucks for a 50 ml. This is only a 30 ml. I found this, I think, at Marshall's or Ross. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get myself a larger bottle because I'm almost out of this one. So check out Chrome Pure. This next fragrance is a new pickup for me, but I've been wearing the decant that I've had a lot. It's not a blue bottle, even though it is a blue bottle, by Histories de Parfums. I really stinking love this fragrance. It is so cooling. It has these really thick, cold aldehydes and this nice orange gives it this really nice creamy dreamsicle effect. The honey in it is really nice. It gives it this nice sweetness. Really nice musks in the base. And every time I've worn this, I've gotten some really cool attention. Now, if you're a single guy and say you do meet a lady while you're out grocery shopping, this is a great one to wear because you're not going to smell like any of their exes, which is, coming from a single guy, is something that you're shooting for. Trust me. Unless their exes were big collectors like we are, or watch shows like My 2 Cents. And that has been my experience while wearing this. Every single time somebody's like, hey, what are you wearing? You smell awesome. Like, I've never smelled anything like that before. I believe this is a new direction in blue fragrances, so definitely check it out. Next up comes from the house of Acqua di Parma, and it's Murto di Panoria. I love every single fragrance that I have put my nose on from the Blue Mediterraneo line. They're all fantastic. This has got really nice citrus, nice aromatics with some nice rose. It's got this really cool green, clean basil note to it. Just adds a little bit of green to go along with those C notes and just blends so well with the citrus. And you get some really nice juniper, some cedarwood, and really clean musks. Not the longest performing, but if you're just going out for a few hours running errands, this is a great one. This is a conversation starter. And if you're gonna be a sweaty mess, don't smell like a sweaty mess. Check out Acqua di Parma, Murto di Panoria. Mwah! Yeah, next up is Miyake, L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme. Me and this guy have been through thick and thin together. I love this fragrance. I will always recommend this fragrance. Always. For the rest of the history of this channel, which I hope is many years. Yuzu, lemon, bergamot, orange, sage, lily of the valley, nutmeg. This thing is so amazing. It's bright citrusy, it's got nice aquaticness to it. Tarragon and sage and geranium kind of give it this nice mintiness, though it's sitting in the background. The citruses are done really well. I love Yuzu, love it. And so will the people around you. And the full dry down, it's got a nice kind of soft sandalwood with some nice vetiver. This is a great fragrance. This has been my #1 dumb reach since 1994. Again, this isn't a rank list, but man, if I can recommend one fragrance, and one fragrance I'll always recommend, L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme. All right, next one comes from the house of Banana Republic from their icon line. It's Vintage Green. So I don't wear this as much, I'm gonna be honest with you. But I was going through my collection this last week and I was like, man, I need to start showing this more love. Vintage Green is such a great fragrance. You get this nice bergamot. It's got really awesome green notes, hence why it's called Vintage Green. It has this really nice fig accord that is accompanied by some jasmine, which I love jasmine. And then in the full dry down, it's got some cedarwood and some very clean musks. This is a great fragrance because you can find it at rack stores between $19.99 and $21.99. I suggest if you see any of these at the rack stores, I'm not about blind buying, But at rack stores, that's where you can find these the cheapest. At discounters, they're still a little expensive. These, all the Icon line, are really good fragrances. Not the longest lasting or the best performing, but they get the job done. If you're just running out the door, you just need to spray something on, yeah, Banana Republic Vintage Green. Next, a blue fragrance. Yeah, Yves Saint Laurent. Why? Eau de Toilette. Now this is a great just going out fragrance. So you can wear it to the gym, you can wear it to doing anything, honestly. And again, this is one of those fragrances you can wear all year round. I really love the cooling aldehydes that it has in it. It has this really nice bergamot and ginger, and of course the apple accord, and a really nice mint. Now the mint in it is a nice green mint, but it is definitely a supporting role, not just popping off your skin. It's really nice and refreshing, especially in the heat. The violet leaf in it gives it that nice aromatic touch and green touch to it. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the Y line, to be honest with you. Eau Fraiche all the way through to the La Parfum. They're all really good. They're blue. They all do different things. But the one I like to reach for when I'm just running out the door, not wanting to think what I'm going to be spraying on that I know is going to get me attention, that's YEDT. Next comes from the house of Nishane. It's Safran Colognise. This is such a good fragrance that never really gets talked about. This is a great signature fragrance, a great just running out the door kind of fragrance, but it can be worn in so many situations and it can be worn all year round. It's got this really nice spicy saffron that blends with this really cool passion fruit note. The passion fruit in it gives it this nice tropical feel. Then you get some nice pink pepper, and that's all resting on top of a nice leather accord, which the saffron and leather in this are just really well done. It's an extract of cologne, which you never really hear of. So I'm guessing it's more like an eau de parfum, but it's long lasting. I get 8+ hours out of it. You can find this discounted for $100 or sometimes less. And heck, even at full retail, it's still reasonably priced for 100 ml. You're gonna smell unique. You'll get noticed because I guarantee it, nobody is wearing this. But you could do yourself a flavor and you could be rocking Safran Colognise by Nishane. Last but not least, Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. Oh my God. So this is a mojito in a bottle. That's exactly what it is. It's got rum, it's got mint, it's got lime. That's all you need to know. This thing is so cooling and refreshing. It's like sitting down and you're drinking a mojito, but that mojito is yourself. So you're drinking, that's weird. You're not actually drinking yourself, but this thing is so refreshing. So refreshing, just like a nice, refreshing mojito. Now the performance on it is not that great. I get about 4 hours. That's about it. But you can find this discounted all the time. I got this 100 ml for $39.99. It's such a nice fragrance. It's one of those fragrances where you just spray it on, you walk out into the heat, and it's just like, oh, wow. I'm not even hot, I'm not sweating, I'm just cold. Because this keeps you cool out in the heat. When it's 90 degrees out, you want to smell like a refreshing beverage, smell like a mojito, smell like Homme Eau de Parfum. So there's my list of 10 casual, everyday fragrances for this summer. All these fragrances take the thinking out of stinking. Man, I'm trademarking that. That's genius. Sorry, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I was driving down the road and I was like, well, that's a good catchy phrase. Oh. What are some fragrances that you like to just wear every day? What are some of your white t-shirt fragrances? What are some of your just casual laid-back fragrances that are just dumb reaches? Easy to reach for. You don't have to think about it. You just spray it on, you walk out and forget what you're wearing, and all of a sudden you're just getting compliments. You're getting attention. Let me know. Comment down below. So that's it for me, guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to throw me up one of these because it helps me get my 2 cents out there, helps my algorithm. Woo! Don't forget to hit that notification bell, flip it to all, so that you know when I'm posting new content. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and remember, you're stinking beautiful, and until next time, happy scent trips.